Galactic Standard Date. Year 11356. Day 91. Sol Standard Date. 4th of the 3rd. 3267. Catherine was in heaven. There were so many floofs all around her, and she was getting to enjoy their company alongside Uncle Bassie. Hey, Uncle Bassie? Can we just stay like this until the honey badger and Papa get back? I just want to pet animals with you for a little while, she said. Basilisk smiled warmly. Sure, little lady, sure. After Tama gets back, though, I have to go on a mission to save these little guys from extermination. I was thinking we could convert their existing navies into something that can fight back against the Azarians. With all the new floof power we will be gaining, we might even be able to take the fight to that shitty god, he said. Catherine smiled back. They will be able to fight away all those nightmares for sure. Uncle Bassie? Would it be alright if I came with? I could become the ambassador to the floofs. That would be a pretty safe job, right? My crew can come along as aides. I know that Jeff was specially selected by you anyways, she said. Basilisk grumbled. How did you know I picked him? Is it literally just because he was military? Was it the fact that his past was kind of obscure? Also, I will consider giving you the job. I want humanity to have loving representation, after all. If I sent a soldier, these little guys would have a hard time not seeing us as some kind of evil gods ourselves, he said. Catherine's eyes lit up. Are you sure? I would be happy to be able to really help and make a difference for you. I've been having a really hard time just hiding in the shadows and delivering goods day in and day out. By the way, it was the fact that he was constantly keeping tabs on my position, or trying to look like he wasn't. I'm not daft, she said. Basilisk smiled and patted her head. I'm well aware that you aren't daft, kiddo. You come from a long line of prodigal geniuses. I was just happy to help your dad with experiments. Felt like I was really changing the world. Even though I'm dumb, he said. Tara and Alania came through the main door to the bridge, wrapped up in each other's arms. Basilisk cracked a smile. Did you two lovebirds have fun? Well, regardless, we have a bit of a schedule to keep, so we are going to be moving straight into the next stage. Mason, take your group and line up behind me. Tama, the fabricator has your suit already prepped and ready. Aurelius got that set up after getting your specs from the dateroom setup. Anyways, once you're set up, line with your own group next to Mason's. Catherine, get the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse in line. Also, fab up a nice ambassadorial uniform for yourself, he yelled out. Misan jumped up and called everyone into formation behind Basilisk. Catherine fabbed up herself an emerald green dress that sparkled like a gem, while she called up Saran, Valenthi, and Valthan. Sliv slivered up to Tama in his solid snake mecha. Tama, with the specs on this suit, I could reasonably destroy an entire Reserve frigate alone. Whatever you get will certainly be amazing. Hurry up, though. We are almost out of time. The Council will soon wage war, he said. Thomas smiled as he pressed the Go button on the fabricator. In front of him, the specs were being displayed as the suit was being built. The I Don't Give a Fuck 3000 bipedal suit made of full Basilian steel that has been layered and padded with shock gel. Suit can withstand a SAR bomb at point blank. Suit is full AC and heating for mission comfort. The arms and shoulders are equipped with nanite fabs that have the full Terran shock troop armory installed. The rear of the suit is loaded with a single impulse thruster, capable of granting the wearer speeds up to 5,000 miles per hour flight speed. While the joints all allow minimized thrusters to allow for 3D maneuvering at speeds up to 150 miles per hour. And finally, each hand and foot is equipped with Hellsaber claws. Tama read the specs off and drawled. Once the mech suit was finished, he tentatively stepped up to the pilot's cradle. Tama began to climb in as he examined the mecha reverently. Once inside, the suit booted up, and the full 360 display gave him better vision than what was even normal. Tama began to cry tears of joy as he lined up next to Sliv. You weren't fucking kidding. This thing would allow me to fight the entire Alliance. Oh my fuck, this thing is amazing, he said. Basilisk looked at the fairy creatures all lined up and smiled. We are going to go visit the council. Is everyone ready to move out? He asked. Everyone in the group voiced their assent in a discordant fashion. Basilisk turned back to the front. Aurelius, hold the fort while I'm gone. I'm counting on you. Tama, I will need you to concentrate on the council building, or at least outside of it if there is no room inside. Do not fear, little ones, I am starting my spell, he said, as he thrust forth his hands and began to glow a pale green. Hector ved maleficus, sora demos, lenter turba kent, abone fant, hect ven maleficus crea a riftus, nena memoria. Basilisk then pulled the fabric of this reality asunder, and stepped through, gesturing to the others to follow. As they walked, Basilisk kept glancing back at the aliens to see what they had thought of the whole magic thing. The attendees seemed to be literally vibrating for some reason. Tama and his group seemed no less amazed than the last time they walked the halls of the dead. Mizen's group was the real kicker. Mizen herself had brushed out all of her fur as she scanned the horizon for any movement whatsoever. Ren and Sven were just taking it in stride and pointing out the different sights to see. Hatley was just crawling along while staring at Basilisk with a sort of reverence, yet still being a bit too shy to open up to the Terran. Last but certainly not least of the Xenos was Vela. The Hawk was crying tears of joy, and had begun to record everything he could while mumbling some incoherent things about gods. Basilisk looked to the very last member of the group, who was holding onto his arm. "You all right, kiddo? I know this place brings back some bad memories," he said. Catherine looked up at Basilisk. "I can manage. I still hate this foul realm that caused so much suffering, but I am not so mentally weak that I can't handle a stroll through hell with the best bodyguard in the universe," she said, with a strange smile. Basilisk patted her head with his other hand. "I won't let anything through the shield. Nothing out there can see us or affect us. We are safe within this corridor. We're almost there anyways," he said. Basilisk and the group walked through the veil for a few more minutes before Basilisk stopped and removed his arm from Catherine's grasp, before thrusting both arms into the air in front of him and letting the veil cause a soft tear in the spot that Tama had chosen. The tear opened, revealed that they were indeed indoors. Basilisk stepped out of the veil and examined the darkened surroundings, before realizing that he was on a platform in the center of what looked to be some sort of senate. "Guess I should say something." Basilisk put on an award-winning smile and spread his draconic wings. "Hello! My name is Basilisk, and I have come to protect you. I would like to enter an alliance with the Galactic Compact on behalf of all mankind. By the way, you may not recognize them, but I've brought you your people back," he said.